Yeah, hi friends. This is the second lecture on English for Phase 2 of RBI Grade B 2017. Right, so in the first lecture we had discussed that what is the pattern of Phase 2 of RBI Grade B examination. We had discussed in detail that what is the importance of English paper for Phase 2. Right, I had told you guys that with respect to the potential marks and with respect to the amount of effort required, English paper is extremely important because you have to score well above the cutoff, and in scoring higher marks well above the cutoff, English plays a very important role. Right, so our aim should not be that we have to just clear the cutoff, or we have to just score 1 or 2 marks above the cutoff. Our aim should be that we have to score well above the cutoff, so that even if you are not able to score very well in interview, you still sail through and you get a rank in the final list. Then we had talked about in the previous lecture that what does RBI expect. I had told you that there are 3 things which RBI tells us as far as the syllabus for English is concerned, that the English paper will check your understanding. Right, your understanding. It will check your expression while writing the essay, while answering the reading comprehension, right, and while doing the précis. It will check your expression, that is the language, expression of your language, which is English, right? So it will check your understanding, it will check your expression, and then it will also check your writing skills, right? So these are the 3 things that RBI makes very clear in its notification, that it will be checking your expression, it will be checking your understanding, and it will be checking your writing skills from the English paper of Phase 2. Then we had talked about the past year's trend, that how since the paper went online, it is now of 90 minutes duration, and in 2015 2 things were asked. One was essay, second was précis, and in 2016 3 things were asked. One was essay, second was précis, and third was reading comprehension. Right, these are the topics that have to be prepared: essay, précis, and reading comprehension. And then I had also given you an outline of the course that we are making. Right, so now this is the second lecture. Now this is perhaps the most important lecture as far as your preparation for essay is concerned, right? So we'll be starting with the essay part, and you have to be very careful while watching this video, because this is perhaps the most important lecture as far as your preparation for essay is concerned. I'll be telling you techniques, I'll be telling you the outline, I'll be telling you that how you have to score well in essay, right? So what we'll be discussing in this video is that we'll be talking about the marks which are allocated to the essay, the word limit in the previous years, what are the important topics for RBI Grade B 2017. So we have prepared a list of around 40 to 50 most probable topics which we think are extremely important for RBI Grade B 2017 Phase 2 English. Right, now here is the part which is the most important: how to prepare a topic and what all dimensions should be covered when you are preparing a topic. Right, I'm not talking about that what all dimensions are to be covered while writing an essay. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what all dimensions have to be covered when you are preparing a topic for essay. Right, so essay can be asked on any one of those dimensions. Fine, we'll discuss it in this lecture only, then it will become more clear. Then we'll talk about how to write an essay, that what should be the right strategy, what are the steps, how you should start, how you should frame your thought framework, what should be the logical flow of an essay, how you have to connect the various paragraphs. We'll talk about that. Then in this part, that is how to write an essay, we'll be talking about how you have to understand the topic, what are the types of topics that RBI asks, how you have to frame the structure of the essay, how can you split the essay into meaningful and logical paragraphs, how can you split the essay into paragraphs which are logical. See, you don't have to just write a set of words that you are just writing 200 words and they are not logically connected to one another. The paragraphs have to be logically connected. There should be congruence in the paragraphs, right? Then how can you achieve a good blend of arguments and facts? Now one type of essay can be that one person is writing just arguments, not substantiating the same with facts, or one type of essay can be that one person is writing only facts and not giving any arguments. So you have to achieve the right blend of arguments as well as facts. Then I'll be telling you how you can use quotations, because quotations save words, and as far as RBI grade B is concerned, since you have to write just 200 250 words, so saving words becomes important, right? Then how should you conclude the essay? Should the conclusion be positive, should it be negative, or should it be neutral, right? Then I'll be exemplifying all these things with the help of good examples, right? With the help of examples, essay examples. Fine, so this we'll be talking about in this lecture. See, as far as marks and word limit is concerned, as far as 2015 paper is concerned, there were only two things that were asked. One was one was essay, and the second was précis. Both 50 marks. So in 2015, only two things were asked, essay and précis, both were of 50 marks. The essay was to be written in 400 words, right? If we come to the 2016 paper, first of all, three things were asked. One was essay, second was précis, and third was reading comprehension. The contribution of essay reduced from 50 marks to 40 marks, and the word limit reduced from 400 words to just 200 words. So essay was worth 40 marks, précis was worth 30 marks, and reading comprehension was again worth 30 marks. This thing is very important, that the word limit reduced from 400 words in 2015 to just 200 words in 2016. Right, the topics remaining the same. Now on a similar topic you had to write half of the words, right? 400 to 200. Now as far as the next thing, that is important topics for RBI Grade B 2017 are concerned, you kindly download the PDF that is given in your course. Right, so we have made a PDF of the most important topics. What you have to do is you have to download that PDF. How can you download that PDF? You just have to click on the attachment link at the top right hand corner, and the file shall download. You have to save that file. Right, it contains 40 important topics, the most important topics for RBI Grade B 2017, and we are pretty sure that some of the topics asked in the actual examination will be from these 40 important topics that we have framed. Now we shall be providing on our part a thought framework for every topic on that list, right? So what do we understand by thought framework? I'll be telling you in the later slides. And what we'll be doing is we'll be providing you with the thought framework for every essay on that list, so that you are able to manage your time effectively and you don't have to think too much while writing that essay. You'll be prepared enough beforehand. See, now here is where the real stuff starts. The first question that comes to our mind is, how should I prepare a particular topic? Example, let us take the topic of UBI, Universal Basic Income. Now this is a topic which is very probable as far as RBI Grade B 2017 is concerned. Another topic can be demonetization. Again, very probable topic as far as RBI Grade B 2017 is concerned. Third topic is NPAs. Right. Next topic can be twin balance sheet problem. Now there are various topics. Now the question that we are asking here is that how to prepare a particular topic. What all dimensions should one cover when one is preparing a particular topic? Right, what all dimensions have to be covered when one is preparing a particular topic? Let's talk about that. See, when you have to prepare any topic, any XYZ topic, first of all you have to prepare the why of the topic. Very important. Right. Example, if you are preparing a topic on universal basic income, then you have to first of all ask the question, why does India need universal basic income? Then you have to ask the question what is universal basic income, basically the definition and the concept, that what is universal basic income, what all does it include, what are the dimensions of universal basic income, like there is universality, right, and all. Fine. So first question that you have to ask or you have to prepare your notes on is the why of the topic. The second thing that you have to lay stress on is the what of the topic. Then you have to understand or find answer to the how of the topic, that how will UBI be implemented, how will UBI work in India, how will you identify the beneficiaries for UBI, how. The next thing that is very important is the challenges of the topic. Right, see, if the government of India plans to take any step or is proposing any step, it is not that there are there are no challenges associated with that particular step. So you have to talk about, or you have to prepare your notes on the challenges of that topic. If we take the case of UBI, you have to talk about that what are the challenges associated with the implementation of UBI. What can be the probable problems, what can be the possible constraints and bottlenecks. Then the corresponding solutions. Once you know the challenges, it becomes very easy to give solutions corresponding to those challenges. Now this I call the WWHCS framework, right? So this is the WWHCS framework that you have to prepare. First you have to go about reading about the why of the topic, then what of the topic, then how of the topic, then challenges of the topic, and then solutions of the topic. This is, again I'm repeating, this is not the structure of the essay. I'm not talking about essay right now. I'm talking about how you have to prepare the topic which can be asked in the essay. Now any essay that may come in the examination will deal with either one of the dimension or 2 or 3 of these dimensions, right? I'll exemplify that in the further slides. The point which I want to make clear right now is that this is not the structure of the essay. This is how the topic has to be prepared, and this is how you have to make your notes on a particular topic so that you are able to frame the essay which is asked in the examination. So the first is why, the second is what, the third is how, the fourth is challenges, and the fifth is solutions. Now let us understand with the help of example. Let us apply this WWHCS framework on a particular topic. Like I was saying, let us pick up the topic of universal basic income. The first W is why. So the question that you need to answer is, why does India need UBI? Right. So this is the first question that should form a part of your notes when you are making notes for UBI for essay purpose. The second question that you have to answer is, what is understood by the term UBI? Right. The third question that you have to ask is, how shall UBI work? How shall it be implemented? Right. Then you have to ask the question, challenges associated with the implementation of UBI. Then you have to talk about, or you have to write down a few solutions corresponding to those challenges, that how can these challenges or bottlenecks or constraints can be addressed. So once you make your notes in this manner, why, what, how, challenges and solutions, there is no way that any essay comes in the examination and it does not fall within these 5 dimensions. Right, any essay asked on UBI will definitely 100% it will fall within these 5 dimensions. With either it will be on why, or it will be on what, or it will be on how, or challenges or solutions, or a mixture of these 5 dimensions. It can be how plus challenges, it can be what plus challenges, it can be why plus what, it can be why plus solutions, and so on. Any permutation combination can be made, but you will be able to answer all your essay problems. Let us take another example, right, apart from UBI. Let us take the topic of demonetization. Fine. So the first question again is why. Why was demonetization carried out in India? You have to answer this question while making your notes. What is meant by the term demonetization? What is the concept of demonetization? How was it implemented? How did it work? Did it go well? Then the fourth thing is challenges associated with the demonetization. Challenges for the economy, challenges for the various sectors, challenges for the cash intensive sectors, challenges for the common man, challenges for the banks, challenges for the government, challenges as far as the GDP figures are concerned, right? So you have to talk about challenges, then corresponding solutions. So once you are thorough with the why, what, how, challenges and solutions of a particular topic, in the examination when an essay is asked, it will be on any of these 5 dimensions or a combination of these 5 dimensions only, right? Let's move on. See, now we are discussing that how to prepare a topic and what all dimensions should be covered. Fine. Now I have told you that there is the WWHCS framework. Fine. Now let us take an essay example. Let us take a topic which is an actual essay and then try to figure out that how does this framework work with the actual topic. Now example, now take this topic, demonetization and its effect on cash intensive sectors in India. You take this example that this is the topic which is asked in RBI Grade B 2017, that the topic is given demonetization and its effect on cash intensive sectors in India. This is the framework of demonetization which was in the previous slide. Why was demonetization carried out? What is the Meaning of the term demonetization: how was it implemented, how did it work, how far has it been successful, unsuccessful in curbing black money, corruption, etc. Right? What are the challenges associated with demonetization and what are the solutions? Now, as far as this topic is concerned, demonetization and its effect on cash intensive sectors, you can clearly make out that this topic is centered around the how of the topic and the challenges of the topic. Right? Because this topic is asking about the effect of demonetization on the cash intensive sectors in India, and we very well know that the cash intensive sectors in India in the short term, right, they received a setback. If we talk about agriculture, if we talk about the informal sectors of the economy which are generally cash intensive, so in these sectors it was seen that for the short term there was a dip in growth. There was a dip in the growth. How? Here, how did it work? How far has it been successful, unsuccessful in curbing black money, corruption? What has been its effect on the various sectors of the economy? Challenges, right? Challenges associated with demonetization, that when you talk about the cash intensive sectors of the economy, demonetization came as a challenge. It led to a dip in growth of those sectors. It led to a problem in those sectors in the short term. Let us take another essay topic. Second topic, demonetization. Are the steps taken by the government sufficient? Again, this topic is directly pointing you towards the how of the topic. It is directly related to this question: how did it work? How did demonetization work? How far has it been successful? Because the steps taken by the government is directly linked with that how far has it been successful or unsuccessful in curbing black money, corruption, terrorist financing, etc. Right? Let us take the third topic, demonetization and cashless economy. Right? Now this topic is a mix of why, what, how, challenges as well as solutions. So in this topic, which is an open-ended topic, it is not related to a particular micro topic, right? So in this topic, when you write an essay on this topic, it will be a mix of why, what, how, challenges and solutions, right? So I am going to explain ahead that how it is a mix of these topics and how much words have to be utilized in answering these 5 dimensions, right? Now as far as the types of topics is concerned, there are 2 types of topics, right? The topics can be of 2 types. One type of topics are those which involve a question itself, right? So the topic itself is a question. For example, how can internet banking be spread in India? Question mark. The topic itself is a question. The second topic is, what are the challenges in moving towards a largely cashless economy? Again a question. This is the topic of the essay, which is a question topic. Third topic, Lodha panel recommendations. Can they be applied to all sports bodies? Again a question. Fourth topic, EVM controversy. Electronic voting machines controversy. Are the election commission responses enough? Again a question. Now one type of topic is that there can be a question. There can be a direct question in the topic asked. Another type of topics can be that they are statement based. There is no particular question that is asked. For example, demonetization and cashless economy, open-ended topic, no question asked. There is no question. Impact of GST on common man, no question. Media is one of the strongest pillars of democracy. Again a statement, there is no question. Role of RBI in controlling inflation, again a general statement, there is no question. And the next topic, Commonwealth Games and India, again just a statement, no question. Now what happens is that when the essay topic itself contains a question, it becomes easy for you to write an essay. It is easy to write an essay in the case of question based topics. Now why do I say so? I say so because you know that out of WWHCS what you have to write, right? Because already the question is given to you, but when it comes to statement based questions, you are confused. Now you don't know whether you should write the why of the topic, you don't know whether you should write the what of the topic, you are confused whether you should start with the how of the topic, or you should write the challenges of the topic or the solutions of the topic. Now this is where the key lies, because there can be a case that all the topics asked may be statement based topics. So you have to practice in such a manner. I'll be telling you how can you split the topic, or you can break the topic or you can form a structure for the topic in terms of this WWHCS framework and how you can allocate words to each particular dimension. Right? Let us move ahead. See, you have to understand the topic, you have to frame a structure for the topic, you have to split the topic into logical paragraphs. As I have told earlier, when the topic involves a question in the topic itself, the structure framing is easy because you know that what question is asked and you have to just write the answer of the topic by giving a suitable intro and a suitable conclusion. Your body of the essay will revolve around that question only. Right, so structure framing is easy for topic which are question based. Right. Now as far as statement based topics are concerned, that topics not involving a direct question, structure framing is a bit tedious. It is not as easy as question topics, right, or topics based on questions. Internet banking and rural India, again open statement, open-ended statement. Indian economy in the cashless avatar, again open-ended statement. Sports bodies and the issues of accountability, statement. Election malpractices in India. Right, so naturally the question that will come in your mind is, what should I write here? Should I tell about the election malpractices? Should I tell what are elections? Should I tell what all malpractices exist in India? Should I write about the challenges of those practices, that why we have not been able to address those challenges, or should I write the solutions? Now that becomes a problem. But when it comes to question topics, then it's easy that the topic itself is asking you a question and you know that you have to answer that question. Your body has to be dedicated to answering that question. Right? See, what I'll be doing now is, in order to help you frame a structure for question based topics and statement based topics, I'll link the structure with the framework of WWHCS. Right, let's take an example. Now the essay topic is, how can internet banking be spread? It is itself asking a question, how. You know that in the framework there is how. Right. See, now when you start an essay or when you have to prepare for an essay, you have to first of all frame a structure, what I call the thought framework. Right, this is the first step that you have to do. Now what do we mean by the term thought framework? It's a very fancy term, so let me explain it to you. See, what you have to do, once you come across this topic, immediately your mind should start breaking the topic into constituent parts. Now you don't have to start your essay with the question directly, that how can internet banking is spread. It can be spread in the following ways, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. No, now this is not an essay, but most of your words have to be utilized for answering this question. This has also to be kept in mind. Right, so on one hand you don't have to start with the question directly, but on the other hand you don't have to spend too many words apart from this question. You have to write the intro, you have to write the conclusion, but your body has to be centered around this basic question, which is the topic itself. Now a suitable structure for this essay can be that you can start with, what is the scope of internet banking? You can devote around 30 to 40 words on this question. Right, that you can start with, what is the scope of internet banking. You don't have to write this question in the examination, you just have to frame your answer around this question, the what part. Right, then the next question you can ask is, what are the challenges in the spread of internet banking? Right, challenges, the C part. Again you can devote around 30-40 words here. Now you have utilized around 60 to 80 words. Right, now you are still left with 120 to 150 words. Now these 120-150 words have to be utilized on the how part, which was the topic itself, that how can these challenges be overcome, how can internet banking be spread, any recent initiatives or steps taken by the government or the Reserve Bank of India. You can write these things. Right, so 120 to 150 words to be devoted on the question itself, but you have to start with what is the scope of internet banking, what are the challenges, and as you can see that all these three questions, right, are logically connected. Once you start with the scope, right, then you write the challenges. Now from this part, when you move to the challenges, it does not look like that you have taken a jump. It will logically flow. Then when you come to the steps that can be taken to overcome the challenges, it is logically flowing from the second question. So your congruence will be maintained, your logical flow will be maintained, right? So in this way, this topic can be framed. Now let us come to a statement based topic. Now, internet banking and rural India. Now this is a statement based topic. Statement based, right? There is no question. When I say there is no question, it means in the topic itself there is no question, although when you have to frame the structure, you have to frame these questions in your mind and you have to make the structure of your essay based on these questions only. Now see, why the first W, what the second W, how H, right, challenges C, and solutions S. W, W, H, C, S again, right? Why is in internet banking the need of the hour for rural India? What is the role of internet banking in rural India? How can internet banking help in progress development of rural India and its population? What are the challenges associated with internet banking with respect to rural areas, rural population in particular? What are the solutions to these problems? This is the structure of this essay. Answer the why, answer the what, answer the how, answer the challenges, answer the solutions. So the statement based topic generally involves all these dimensions, or 2 of these dimensions, or 3 of these dimensions, or 4, or all 5. Fine. So in this way the structure for this essay can be made. You don't have to ask these questions in the paper, you just have to frame your framework, or you have to frame your structure in this manner. I hope the point is clear, that in question based topics it becomes easy because you have to devote most of your words on the question that is asked, but when it comes to open-ended statement based questions, you have to utilize all these 5 dimensions and frame your essay around that. So this makes your task easier because now you know that what all dimensions have to be covered and how you have to frame your essay, right? And plus it makes your essay logical and there is a connection between the paragraphs. It does not look haywire that once you are starting with one particular paragraph and there is no link between the first and the second paragraph and the subsequent paragraphs. Let us take another example. Right, now let's say that the topic is what are the challenges in moving towards a largely cashless economy. This is the topic. The topic itself is centered around what? In the framework, the topic is centered around the second W, that is what. Now what can be the right structure for this essay? Now one thing can be that you straight away start with what are the challenges. Okay, these are the challenges 1, 2 and 3. No, now this is not a good essay. It does not look good. You can start with what is the scope or what are the advantages, what is the significance of a cashless economy. You can devote 30-40 words on this. Then come to the question, which is the question in the topic itself, that what are the challenges in moving towards a cashless economy. You can spend 140-130 words on this question, right? 130 to 150 words you can spend on this question. You are still left with around 30-40 words. If you overshoot the limit by 30-40 words, not an issue. And in this, by using these 30-40 words, you can write that how can these challenges be overcome, right? So we are devoting very less words to the question that is not asked in the topic, and we are devoting the maximum words to the question that is asked in the topic, right? So we are devoting maximum words, 130 to 150 words on the question that is asked, but in order to give it a good feel and look, right, we are adding these 2 questions so that it looks like an essay, does not look like a simple answer, right? Like I talked earlier that these are the challenges 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Fine. So we have added these 2 questions. We are devoting just 60 to 80 words on these 2 questions and we are making a logical structure. Now a similar topic which is on the same, if we take a similar topic but a statement based topic, it can be Indian economy in the cashless avatar. Now this was a question based topic, that what are the challenges in moving towards a cashless economy, and this is an open ended statement based question or topic, that Indian economy in the cashless avatar. Now here is where the problem starts, that now again an aspirant is confused that where to start, what should be the logical flow of the paragraphs. Again, what comes to our rescue is this framework. You can start with what is understood by cashless avatar. Then you can move on to why is cashless avatar important for the Indian economy. Then you can answer this question, how can going cashless be beneficial for the Indian economy. Then you can come to what are the challenges associated with Indian economy going cashless. And then you can write about the solutions to these problems. Right, so you can cover all these 5 dimensions and you will be answering the topic Indian economy in the cashless avatar. Right, but there is no other dimension apart from these 5 dimensions. Once you cover these 5 dimensions, your essay topic is prepared. And this framework can be directly used in the case of statement based topics, and this framework is beneficial for also the question based topics. Right, because in the question based topics you already know what question has to be answered. You just have to add 1 or 2 questions so that you are able to make a logical flow of the paragraphs instead of coming to the topic directly. So in the next lecture we'll be talking about the remaining things, that is how you can form the right blend of arguments and facts. We'll be talking about the use of quotations. Then we'll be talking about the conclusion, that whether it should be positive or should it be negative or should it be neutral. Right, so what you have to do is you have to download the PDF which I was talking about in the earlier slides from your course. Just go to your course, go to the course contents. On the top right hand corner there is an attachment link. Click on that link, the PDF will download. It contains the topics for essay, which are the most probable topics. What we'll be giving you is the thought framework of all these topics like I discussed. Right, so this thing is the thought framework. This is nothing. This thing is the thought framework for this essay. This thing is the thought framework for this essay. Right, what we'll also be doing is for a few of the topics we'll be giving the answers to these questions as well. Right, so you just have to read those answers and your topic will be prepared. Right, we'll give you the answers of these questions as well, and once you read those answers, this topic will be prepared. On your part, what you have to do is that whatever topics we have given you, you have to think on these lines. Fine. The why of the topic, what of the topic, how of the topic, challenges of the topic, and solutions of the topic. Once you are done with these 5 things, things will become very easy, because as I have exemplified, the topics will revolve around these 5 dimensions only. Fine. So that is it for now. I'll be coming up with the 3rd lecture very soon. Thank you.